been getting some questions regarding my worm bin setup, so I wanted to kind of show you guys how I do it. So I have 3 bins. This bottom one here is just basically to kind of catch whatever falls out of this bottom one. There's holes that are drilled into this one, and there's holes that are drilled into this one. So this bottom bin just basically catches any liquid, any worms that might fall out. As you guys can see, kind of just some stuff that just falls out the bottom, just to kind of keep it clean where I'm doing it. Then I have the 2 bins themselves right here, so I'll show you guys. So that's one of the bins. So that's the one that I started at first. That one, you know, typically I can get a fresh thing of worm castings every 3 months, basically one of these bins. And then once that's done working, as you can see, there's worms already working themselves into this container. So once they finish the food in this one, what they're gonna do is they're gonna end up migrating up into this container here. So that's why I stacked these 2. They will finish themselves, they'll finish working this bottom bin, migrate their way up into this one, and then I can harvest everything in this one, finish this one out, and now this top bin, which I'll open up and show you, this one here will become my new bottom bin. So I'll just basically rotate these through where the bottom bin stays the same and these 2 kind of begin shifting. And then basically I'll reset this one, put this one on the top, this one becomes the new bottom. This one keeps everything nice and clean. And yeah, I like to use cocoa as my bedding, the main bedding source. I also add just some cardboard to kind of keep, or cardboard or paper bags broken up to kind of add some shade to the very top, just since some of these holes will allow some light to come through, and this will keep the worms nice and happy. I also add in all different types of fruit or vegetables into this. I like to juice at home, so I'll add some scraps from our juicer into this. So just have like pieces of like beets and carrots and kale, lettuce, ginger, different things like that that'll go in as like the feed. I've also added in a little bit of biochar into these as well, just so that way they can just kind of start working themselves into this. So when I add my worm castings into my garden, they're also filled with a little bit of biochar, just to kind of help things stay alive longer as they're kind of working and setting themselves up in the bin. So there you go. This is kind of, like I said, this is my little setup. I can get one of these containers full of worm castings every 3 months, which is plenty for me for what I need. If you needed a bigger setup, you could do this and just set up multiple bins. So have this bin here, another bin here, another bin like that. I know a couple of people, I learned this from Steve over at Nature's Always Right, and he's the one that kind of showed me this method. So you can check him out as well to see his videos that he has on YouTube that kind of breaks down a bigger scale on doing this. But for me, in my small setup, this is more than plenty from what I need. And then the rest of my food waste just kind of goes into a Bukashi bucket that I throw into my compost. So that way we can kind of hopefully close that loop and not have any food waste. So there you go.